Want help to grow your business? Download Bryn, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit bryn.ai or search the App Store today.
Welcome back to That Social Media Show. I am your host, Heather Porter, and this is the show where we give you tips, advice, and strategies for your social media success. Are you guys ready? In this episode, we're going to be talking about Instagram. Yay! Fundamentals, that is. Tips from novice to expert. But before we get started, of course, two very quick things. In this episode, we're going to get practical. So what I'd love for you guys to do is whip out that smartphone or that tablet and play along, yeah? Because I'm going to show you lots of cool things to do with Instagram in this episode. And also ask and share. After all, I live on social media, and I would love for you to please share this show and ask questions. And all you need to do that and join in the conversation is use the hashtag #ThatSocialMediaShow. All right, here's what we are going to cover in this episode. What is Instagram and how did it become so very popular? Some interesting stats as to who uses Instagram, how to set up your Instagram account for business use, how to complete your bio to maximize your exposure, 5 methods that will help you attract your very first 1,000 followers, and you will love this even if you have more than 1,000 followers. How to plan out your Instagram post to increase your engagement, how to create a post from start to finish, and finally, small business Instagram success stories. Because if you've been tuning in for a while, you know I love my success stories. I love to show and share amazing businesses that are using this particular platform really, really well. All right, you guys ready? Let's get started. What is Instagram and how did it become so popular? Let's have a little chat about that. So Instagram is basically all app driven. What do I mean by that? It's basically something that you use on your mobile device, your smartphone or your tablet. You can, of course, tune in on your computer or your desktop, and you can see Instagram, but you can't upload your videos or your photos really easily. It's made to be mobile, yeah? So a couple things on Instagram. It's a photo and video sharing platform known for its filters, hashtags, and inability to use links inside of posts. Let's break that down a little bit, yeah? So first of all, filters. Instagram is extraordinarily popular for the photoshopped glitches. You might have heard of some of these when there's a beautiful model. Miranda Kerr actually is one that's known for doing this. She's in a photo and then she uses a filter to make her waist skinnier. A lot of people not only do that, so they're trying to, pump up areas and shrink in other areas, but also people are using filters to be extraordinarily creative. So making them black and white, sepia colored, maybe popping out a green and then having a black and white in another area. So it's become quite known as an artistic social media platform where there's good and bad filters happening. Next up, we have hashtags. Hashtags are widely used on Instagram. In fact, that's what really Instagram is mostly known for. So a hashtag, we've talked about this in previous episodes, is simply a way of building a sub-community within the platform as a whole. So a lot of people will use hashtags as part of their conversation on Instagram, and I'll show you a little bit more about that as we go through this episode. And it's also, of course, known for its inability to use links inside of posts. Now, you as a business owner might be thinking, well, why would I possibly want to use it if I can't even send people from a post to a page on my website? There's tricks that you can use, and I'll be sharing them with you coming up, yeah? So this is Instagram. Of course, we have the fabulous Business Blueprint little Instagram account there on your screen, and I highly recommend that you guys, if you've not already tuned into Instagram or Business Blueprint, go and follow them because they have some great little tips and resources there for you. Here's the other thing about Instagram I want to share with you. It is absolutely made for the younger generation. So think about this. Facebook, one of the highest growing demographics on Facebook is the older generation. People over the age of 40, women over the age of 65. So think about this, if you're a 20-year-old and your mom or your grandmother is on Facebook, suddenly it's not so cool anymore, is it? So Instagram's becoming the newer next generation's hangout spot, not only to have conversations with friends, but also to research and also comment and learn things and buy things, most importantly. And we'll talk about that more soon as well. One quick point on that, though. Instagram is actually used as a full-on communication tool. What do I mean by that? So the younger generation's actually able to create groups of conversation inside of Instagram where there's private conversations going on. So you not only have your main news feed where you can share a video or a post to everybody that's following you, you can actually handpick people or a group of people and just share information that way. So there are plans being made to go to skate parks, shopping mall experiences being laid out, all this amazing communications and conversations happening in Instagram, whereas the next generation's moving more away from email. They're using tools like Facebook Messenger and Instagram to have conversations. All right, so next up, Facebook, of course, wanted a piece of that. I just told you Facebook's now rapidly becoming kind of uncool for the younger generation. So they made the decision to buy Instagram in 2012 for $1 billion. Very smart move, because think about this. They're now after the younger generation. They have a piece of that younger generation, whereas before with Facebook, they were really more focused on more of an aging population. So, pretty cool. Now, some interesting things as to who uses Instagram, because I want you guys to really understand why this might benefit your business. So, number one, 90% of the users are under the age of 35, younger generation, under 35, with 40% of those between the age of 18 and 24. That's huge. 40% of users on Instagram are between the age of 18 and 24. So if you're wanting to grow your business and sell products or services to that group of people, this is where they're hanging out. Also, 400 million active monthly users are using this particular social networking platform and sharing over 80 million photos each day. And it's huge for business to consumer, because think about this again. So you have a younger person on their device. Suddenly there's a video or there's an image that's popping through on the newsfeed. It's of a cool person that they look up to wearing or promoting, say, Nike shoes. Or it could be a makeup artist that's doing a makeup tutorial and then promoting a particular makeup product. It's an amazing place to sell your products, whether it's clothing, supplements, whether it's makeup. It's all about what the younger generation is buying right now. But with that said, I want you to understand this as well. Even if you're a consultant or you're going from B2B, people do business with people. So yes, you may be trying to go after a business in your business, but there's still CEOs and decision makers hanging out on Instagram, getting to know your brand. So it's a great place to grow your brand and tell your story as a brand or as an individual if you're a consultant. I have some cool examples on that as well, so we'll talk through that. Next up, how to set up your Instagram account for business use. Now, obviously, there's loads of younger people using it for personal use, like we just established, but you can definitely use it, and you should be using it for business if you're going after that younger market. Let's talk about tools. You need to have the right tools. Now, earlier I said that this is a mobile type of social network, meaning you use it on your mobile device. So when you're on your mobile device, you guys know it's all about the apps. So you need to have the right apps so you can engage with Instagram. Obviously, the first app is the Instagram app itself. So you need that, on your device if you're going to use Instagram. This is really cool. Instagram's developed a suite of other apps. We have Hyperlapse, Layout, and Boomerang. The reason why they've done this is they want to help you guys as a business owner or a user of Instagram to make your posts more engaged, to get people to look at them, to be excited about them, rather than just putting up an individual image. Wow, can you do some cool things? I want to talk these through with you. So we have Hyperlapse. Hyperlapse is basically, it allows you to make what's called an animated GIF. No, sorry, that's actually Boomerang. I'm even confused myself. Hyperlapse is where you do sped up video. So imagine this. and I've done this before when I was doing an event for a group of teens on one of my side projects. All the teens came in the room. They filled the ballroom, and they were sitting in all the seats. And we used this app, Hyperlapse, to make a really quick sped-up video of all the teenagers like moving in, coming in, and sitting in their seats, and then bam, the lights going on the stage, and a rock star comes out. So this is a really cool way to speed up your footage and do really creative things. There's a company called Taco Bell in the States. It's a fast food restaurant, Mexican restaurant, and they have these new hot sauces that came out. And they used this Hyperlapse tool, and they laid out all the hot sauces in like a rainbow color across the screen. And it was a really quick, less than 15-second clip to get you excited about where their brand is going. And it was also visually very fun to watch. So a lot of companies are being very creative with this particular tool. We have layout as well. So layout allows you to bring in multiple images into one image. And then you can move around the frames. So you might have it split screen, or you might have 4. And it's really quite fun because you can click and drag the actual frames around to have little images and big images, but they're all inside of one image. So imagine if you're scrolling down a news feed, you're on your device, and you're looking down here, and you've seen one big photo after another, but then bam, there's a photo with 4 photos in one. It stands out, right? So it helps you get more engagement. And then Boomerang, like I was starting to tell you before, which is basically a GIF creator. So an animated GIF is just almost like a looped mini video, and it goes for about 1 second. So you can use this tool, and you could blow the camera a kiss, or you could take silly videos of your cat, like I do, meowing at the camera, and then it's just set on a little loop. So it's a really quick 1 second looped video. If Instagram's put these out and they've spent the money to do that, then I absolutely would grab those, because they also hook into your Instagram app, making it extraordinarily easy to create really visual, cool experiences and share them straight into Instagram. So this is obviously what you need to get started with, is you need the right tools. There's loads of other apps, by the way, that work with Instagram. There's beauty apps where you can you take your lines out of your face if you're in the beauty space, or pump up your lips. I'm serious. There's seriously an app for everything that you could possibly think of. There's an app if you want to do part of your photo in black and white, and you delete the color out, and then you have another area with color. So if you're feeling very, very creative, go on the App Store or the App Exchange and just start typing in the word Instagram and see all the other things that come up that you can use to make really great visual experiences. Next, for business use, you need to plan your strategy. Your content marketing strategy is so important, you guys. With content marketing, I like to work backwards. So I like to map out my entire year in my business, and I like to look at seasonally what's happening in my business. We all have business seasons. So if you're in the fitness space, for example, you might have your busiest season coming up just before summer. So spring, it starts to kick in, and people are excited, and they want to lose weight or get, into that bikini shape, for example. Or in, say, January, New Year's resolution. So you have 2 sort of spikes in your business for traffic. In your business, you want to map out when are your busy spells. And then from there, you want to look at what are you going to sell during those busy spells in your business. And then you'll be wanting to create the content to support that on your website. So see where I'm going with this? You start with the end in mind.
To continue enjoying this presentation, download Bryn, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit bryn.ai or search the App Store today.